Hello Gemini, it is Adi from tarotforlifecoaching.com. This is one of my first videos on YouTube. I've been doing tarot for many years, but I've not used YouTube for this to communicate the cards. So it's a new venture. I hope you enjoy it. This is a reading for Gemini for February 2017. Gemini February 2017. Let's see what the cards will present for you. So let's have a look. And I will be using some oracle cards from Doreen Virtue. And we'll be using the Angel Healing with Angels cards. And I will be using her Goddess Guidance cards. Both decks are beautiful. And I feel like they give extra depth to the actual reading. So this is what I usually do, just to give a bit extra feeling of what's going on for people and extra guidance. So, it's going crazy. So let's put it up on. I think it's upside down the other way. And let's have a look from the goddesses. Just see what the guidance is from the goddesses. Oh, that's it. Lovely. Right, so let's have a look at the tarot cards first. We start with the Four of Cups, followed by the Seven of Swords upside down. We have followed by the Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords in reverse, the Sun, Judgment in reverse, Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Wow, so there is a lot of major stuff going on here, lots of vibrant energy. And so we're starting the week off with the Four of Cups, the energies of the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is in reverse. Now, starting with the Ace of Cups, you can see I'm using the Cosmic Tarot deck here. And the Four of Cups, as you can see, is somebody sitting there looking rather bored. There is a horse, so the person can move on, but he, in this occasion, but it could be a she, has decided to sit down by the water and just ponder. There is a lot of good stuff there. There's lots of cups filled with the fluid of life, with love, with feelings. It is actually, in many ways, a restful card. But the expression of the person on the card is one of slight boredom, not sure where to go, and not really sure if he should or could move forward, and just a little bit despondent, really, I feel. And it links actually really quite nicely with the Seven of Swords, because in a way this has got a similar feeling. This is a card where somebody is walking in between swords. Now the swords, can sometimes be perceived as a little bit of a mental prison, and she is just walking through that field where all the swords are there in the moonlight. So it is not totally clear where she's going. She's a bit confused where to go, which direction, and there's lots of thoughts, because the swords are related to thoughts, patterns, and just the air energy. So there is this sense, this one is in reverse, and so there is this sense of if this card would have come upright, it would have been something about not being totally clear, being confused about things, or something is not being totally honest or open. But this card has reversed, so it feels like the energy of where you're starting this month, of maybe feeling in a bit of a lull and not really knowing how to go forward, is reversing into being straightforward, being honest, being totally in control of where you're going. You're starting to formulate a path forward again. And I feel that this process has to do with some material projects, something material, because the Ace of Pentacles is here. to indicate that we're working with an earthy energy, so something that has material value. So it could be a material like a business, or it could be literally money, or as a start of a project that could produce money. And but it could also be developing something physically, like building or studying for something, anything that has got concrete a concrete value to it. So this sense of walking through the first part of February is around feeling initially a little bit sort of, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Am I still happy with the route I'm taking? And is everything clear to me? This would, it's not totally clear, but then it goes towards, I'm starting to feel clearer about it. And then that there is this new beginning in relation to something tangible, something material, so something to do with, something physical on this earth. Could be anything, to be honest. It could be a gardening project, or it could be just your job and how you maybe a new offer or something about that. So there is definitely a new beginning, or you're working towards a new beginning. It could also be just a mental decision that you're going to be doing a new start. And there are some swords in this reading, a few swords cards, and the Six of Swords is one of them. So the Six of Swords would normally, if it is in straight position, it would be being very much in balance, having conquered all your thoughts and basically moving forward. You can see this person almost like diving into the sea, moving and leaving behind the swords, not needing them anymore. This card is in reverse, so it means that you don't totally feel in yourself confident yet and haven't got your thoughts clear about it yet to totally move forward. So you're still working on your thoughts, on this new beginning that's going to maybe present itself sort of towards the middle part of the month, might be a little bit sooner. And it just says like, yes, it is there. The beginning is there. There's a new idea. There's a new prospect of moving forward in some way or another in terms of physical, tangible projects. And but there is still a little bit of doubt and not as totally sure if I can leave everything behind me. So this is a little bit of a process going on for you whilst you're working this out. And but there is a movement towards the sun, a beautiful clear card, sunny day, childlike energy in the most beautiful sense, happiness, contentment, and feeling totally in tune with yourself, with your true self. It's your inner heart. It's totally moved away. When we look at this card, it's totally moved away from the Seven of Swords, where you wasn't sure and you were in the dark and finding your way, and you were finding your way. But it feels like when you come here, I actually know. I know myself. I know what to do. I feel confident again. And this is crossed with Judgment. And the Judgment card here, I read as, I've got it a bit high. I read, you can see these people sort of putting a last effort in getting out of a situation. It's trying to really leave behind limitations and struggles and just start something new. It is just feeling like I need to make a new start and make a good judgment on this. So it's coming in reverse. On the one hand, that tells me that these struggles of getting free and making the right judgments to move on have already been put in the past. And on the other hand, you could argue that this says like, I'm limiting myself a little bit. I'm not breaking free enough. So you need to check with yourself what it is. Are you stopping yourself from breaking free and making the right judgments? Are you worried about making judgments about your new project or your new starter on the tangible level? And you just may doubt yourself a little bit, but there is that opportunity to reflect on things, and then to, use the Six of Swords again to reflect and to think all your positions through, so that you can move forward, feel good about yourself, and you have made the right judgments. And in this process, I feel like you will go through a time when you feel your thoughts are causing you a bit of trouble. The Ten of Swords is the point where your thoughts are at their worst, really. It's the point where you feel really trapped by negative thoughts. There are so many swords. It's quite an unpleasant image, but it really explains quite clearly that it's time to move on from this, because this is the 10 and it's the last number. So we're starting from here at 1 again, which we then also see in your reading. So we also see that you then move on to the Ace of Cups, which is a beautiful card, and it's one of my favorites. Always, to me, it really represents emotional treasure. So it is about the start of an emotional connection again, and really feeling one with yourself and one with how you're going, overflowing with joy, and it just feels it's a beautiful card. So this whole reading so far really just represents like a process where you start off feeling slightly maybe bored or stuck, and you don't really know, you have enough, but it's still not really what you're looking for, and then finding your way, moving on, and being presented with a new opportunity, a new tangible project, or just a new concrete idea in your mind where you think, yeah, this will help me forward. And then you need a bit of time to really think about this. Use your own inner guidance for your thoughts, just to make sure that you think it out, you're quite clear. And then you will start to feel, as would be expected with the Ace of Pentacles, you really start to feel connected again with yourself. And this sense of feeling lost is not there so much. And you really, just the second half of the month, you really start to feel that inner connection with whatever you're choosing to start, or whatever you're thinking about. Make sure that you make the right judgments, and that you take time to consider and break free from any limitations that you feel you may have allowed to be there. And just prepare yourself a little bit for a lot of maybe doubts or negative inner thoughts, like, can I do it? Can I move on? Have I got enough confidence? The Ten of Swords really is about an internal process. It really is about your own inner demons, almost attacking yourself. And I would really recommend just to be aware of it. That is the first warning, really, because once you're aware of your thoughts, then you can already take distance from it. You already know that you are the observer of your thoughts, and that they can be there, but you don't have to be affected. And if you deal well with these thoughts, they don't need to last very long. And what it will lead you to eventually is this sense of feeling completely emotionally in charge, and feeling like this new beginning of emotional treasures. It's like you're finding something about yourself that you don't like. You find an inner conflict of some sort. But if you deal with it in the correct way, in a calm way, and you just watch it happening, you don't have to be too distressed for long. You just see, okay, I've got the emotional ability to deal with this. I can deal with this, and I can overcome it. So you're starting from feeling a little bit lost to being actually quite confident and feeling emotionally connected. So that is quite a beautiful journey to go through in the coming months. Now the angels are telling you, they're giving you the message of freedom. And that is also a beautiful message, because in a way, to me, that relates to being free from your negative thoughts. Make yourself available to look at your thoughts and not get involved in them, and to allow this sense of I am the person who I am right inside of my heart. I don't need to be attacked by my thoughts. I'm going to stay there. So it is about staying free in your heart, staying connected, and not being influenced too much by your thoughts. And whilst doing that, you can achieve your goals and you can be very solid in yourself in terms of your new project or your new way forward that you're planning to do. Your goddess card is the one of fertility, and it says it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new condition. So, and I have already had this card in a previous reading, so it is obviously something that's in the air, and I can see why this has come up again, because you have two ace cards here, which both state beginning of something, and so it could even be that this star, the Ace of Pentacles, is actually also could refer to falling pregnant, or maybe giving birth and feeling completely emotionally fulfilled in relation to that. But fertility can of course be like just bearing fruit. It's just like, you know, what your project is doing, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to start. The cards are really advising you to say, you know, I trust it, because it's the right time to make these changes and to start new projects, and it will give you freedom. It is maybe you even start to start your own business, so you feel like you're less limited by your employers, or it could be something like that. It's like an earthy material start that you're going to make, or at least think about very strongly, and you work that through. And certainly the angels and the goddesses are supporting you with this. So I hope this was useful for you and you enjoyed listening to the reading. If you want to know a little bit more about me, you can find me on tarotforlifecoaching.com, and thank you for watching.